Hey kids, remember when marbles were fun?
I remember back in my day, we would play marbles for about 14 hours.
Back in my day, if you lost a marble, that was the end of it.
Back in my day, we played marble with husks of corn, and now that I think about it, it wasn't called marbles at all.
Back in my day, I knew 3 nephews that could literally use them as weapons of mass destruction.
When did Scrooge turn into a southerner?
And back in my day, this whole thing was really just called freaking Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah, that's essentially what we're playing here. Super Monkey Ball, but with marbles. So, why don't we go ahead and master the basics? So,
Okay.
basically,
Fun.
if you've ever played a game like Super Monkey Ball, or you know, just played your typical little
It's a little...
toy thing it's just a whole obstacle course of a sort where you just roll around your marble, take it to a
Nice.
particular hole, like the goal here. And that's really all there is to it.
And we also get to see through this way whether or not James can beat his previous records on the other one.
We shall see, assuming this game actually does read them, because I actually wasn't paying attention there.
Just
And one thing I have learned is that all these little like props and stuff, like the rocks and stuff, the developers actually intended for you to start to try and like bounce off the track if you want to try replaying this level. I learned about you can they actually intended you to try and like bounce off the track and bounce off of like the environment to like try and get faster times.
Jeez. They basically expect you to break the game!
If you want to get those diamond ranking scores, you gotta go for it. But yeah, so famously, if I'm correct, the developers of this game...
Ah, shit, not again!
You gotta keep track of the momentum. The developers of this game originally developed a game called Marble Blast Ultra, which was like all the rage. Like, it was like one of the first big games on the Xbox 360 Live Marketplace. It pretty much followed the exact... It pretty much followed the exact same... honestly, pretty much followed the exact same mechanics as this. Like, if freaking Castlevania developer is just going to make not Castlevania with Bloodstain, then the Marble Blast Ultra people just made not Marble Blast Ultra with Marble It Up.
And I gotta admit, like, as someone who actually played that game, like, this is a pretty decent update to the formula.
I know, it looks nice, the soundtrack is great, otherwise the mechanics are all pretty much still... the mechanics are all pretty much still there, and the mechanics to me, I realize are... Yeah, you have to collect all gems before you hit the portal.
That's how it rolls.
So originally, I remember bringing this up to James. James, how far into this, or how much of what have been your thoughts on Marble It Up?
I mean, I've gotten about, I want to say, close to around the halfway point. Like, this game's really not that long at all. There's like only 5 worlds in total, with about 9 to 10 puzzles each.
Mm-hmm.
And all things considered, like, I've had a pretty good time with it. Like, it honestly feels as solid as it looks. Like, never have I said that there was a game that could actually give Super Monkey Ball a run for its money.
Which, speaking of that, Sega...
I beat myself!
Nice. No. But I was going to say, just saying, Sega, you have other franchises besides Sonic you can ruin.
Ruin, he says.
Yeah, in fact, honestly, why not just hire these guys to make a new Super Monkey Ball game?
Assuming they care about Super Monkey Ball.
Look at me, I don't even have to use the power up in order to get all this extra speed.
You better use that super speed.
Although maybe now I can use it, so I'll use it now.
Oh boy!
And don't worry, if you hit checkpoints, you'll be
totally
okay.
Totally not gonna get the record now.
Anyway, I kind of want to ask.
Oh no, wait, never mind, I did.
You still did. Go ahead.
I kind of want to ask, since you brought that up, just for the sake of the random discussion not related to the video, because we tend to have things like that. If you did have to pick one Sega franchise that you would like for them to make a proper revival of, which one would you pick?
Sega franchise to revive? Honestly, I can make a whole list of that. Like, there's plenty of good stuff on there, and I don't know what that block does, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now because I'm about to fall to my doom.
So no, I mean, really, we could. Okay, hype off the top of my head. Knights, Sama de Amigo, Monkey Ball.
Well, my thing was if you could only pick one.
Fantasy Star. That's the
that's
point
the
I'm trying to make.
There's too many good ones.
That's the point. That's the point. Hype. just because Sega only got to pick one that it cares about doesn't mean I want to just pick one I care about. I want to be better than Sega.
To be fair, they've been getting better about that recently. I mean, they've given the Wonder Boy games a lot of love and device physics.
And actually, you know what? Since this is a live look at, if you want to try and go for that block, James, I believe if you get that block, you unlock a new skin for the marble.
I can?
Yeah.
Well, how do I get it from here?
You got to use momentum and like ricochet probably off of the side and jump up on top of there. So try and hit for the small block. See how like there's a little bit of an incline? Oh, we gotta restart.
Fuck this, I'll try again.
If you hit the minus button, is it like a quick reset?
Oh, it does.
Okay, yeah, minus one for quick reset. Yeah, let's try and go for that skin at least. So we can show that off. I think you gotta aim for the lower block and then bounce our way up. So like, oh no, oh no. Who cares about the time now? We're gonna just. It looks like if you hug the right. Honestly, if not that, it looks like if you hug the right edge and then jump up from there, you should be able to reach it.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
Right.
It was just a trophy.
Well, trophies. See, you got a cosmetic.
Oh, cool.
So trophies unlock cosmetics.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. You got like some of the trophies are actually really well hidden and require some out of the box like thinking to like I will say right now, especially some of the later stages. Some of the later stages, they definitely do
But
not.
it's Wednesday, James.
Damn it.
But they definitely do not anticipate or intend for you to follow the traditional course set out for you. They want you to try and break out of bounds and do stuff. But how does this look to you guys, Hype and Sealy, intermittently?
It looks pretty.
From what I can glimpse, it looks nice. I'm having to say glimpse because, again, Discord's screen share is kind of disgusting. Like, at the very least, it's not making your guys' audio sound choppy. Like, you all sound clear, it's just a matter of the screen will freeze up now and then.
Yeah, oh jeez.
Well, honestly, Hype, if you like what you see, or what you're able to glimpse at, it's available for the Switch for like $20.
Is it Switch exclusive, or is it on any other console?
I want to say it might be on other consoles besides the Switch, but...
Let me Google it real quick, but I'll say I've only seen
it
it
on Steam at least.
Let's see. Marble it up. Yeah, and yeah, there's the time... The pause things are mainly just for a time thing. Hang on, Marble it up. Let's see what it is available on Super Jump. Marble Jump is available on...
Checkpoint.
My gosh, just show the frickin' FAQ already. Goodness me. It's... I can't just find a available... Like, you keep playing. Talk about the thing.
Why can't you just look it up on Wiki? If it has a Wiki page.
Okay. It is available on Steam and Switch. Steam and Switch.
Okay.
Nice.
Just Steam and Switch. Well, hey, at least it's on the two consoles that matter the most.
Look at all these cosmetics we just got.
By getting gold on every level.
How do we swap them all?
Well, we can just head back to the menu and customize.
Let's check it out.
So we got our simply marvelous swirl, and we just unlocked the ice flows, which hey, that actually looks pretty neat.
It's like a little
And
ice
you also
ball.
got the glass, no sharp edges,
Ooh.
and of course the good old happy face.
And
Now
then-
it's fully dressed with that one.
And then the first one over there, that was like the default one that this starts with.
Bold and brash.
But yeah, Swirl does look nice. Ice Flows looks pretty cool. And
Yeah, I like
you
the
see,
ice
Since I unlocked this one, I'll go ahead through the
Yeah,
cube. I'll go ahead and use that.
Yay!
It
And
looks
as you
nice,
can-
I agree.
and as you can see, there are a lot of cosmetics to find.
Yeah,
The subtle
I won't
roll-
go into this too much further, folks. I mean, honestly, we're pretty. This game's really not that long at all, and I don't want to show off everything. It's like
Yeah.
I want to at least give the developers some kudos and
I
actually
love-
make you guys spend money to play this awesome game.
I can't but be amused by the title of this chapter, The Subtle Joys of Rolling.
Yes. The subtle. I also love the soundtrack to this game.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack itself is pretty damn good. Like everything, this honestly, if there's anything I'll definitely give this game, it feels anything but cheap.
Oh yeah, very well polished for what they got. I would prefer if maybe for $20 they had maybe another world or two to total it out to 5 or something like that. But
Well, there are 5 worlds. It's just that, well,
Five worlds.
yeah, I feel
There are five.
I can't help but feel that maybe there is more than that because there's a lot of costumes to unlock. Well, then again, most of those could just be relegated to all those cues that you can find spruced up or spruced
Oh,
up
yeah.
every once in a blue.
Right. I think that is what they're going for. Like they are trying to go for the same mentality that a lot of people who.
Oh no!
Whoop! Down I go.
Oh.
For the people who play Super Monkey Ball, like it's meant to be like very like. It's meant to be like you played multiple times
Hold on
to
your
try and get
marbles,
everything.
kids.
Ha.
Ha.
Have you guys, Celia and Hype, have you guys ever played any marble kind of games like this? Like I played
I have
Marble
not.
I played Marble Blast Ultra and a little bit of Super Monkey Ball.
I've always wanted to play Super Monkey Ball, but I never got the chance to.
I've been kind of same here, although in my case it was more so a matter of I never thought the games looked bad per se, they just never really enticed me like some of Sega's other franchises.
Gotcha.
I remember there was this one really cool marble game
Oh,
I
look,
saw.
guys, we're on the Great Wall.
Haha. I remember seeing this one marble game. I forget what it was called, but it was available on Xbox 360, and the marble could actually transform into various things. Get like a helicopter. Get like it was like a whole fantasy themed world. It looked interesting, but yeah, I don't know what it could have been. Oh, Jesus, roller coaster.
Yeah, this feels like I'm... Well, roller coaster... Whoa! Back up! Back up!
Back in it.
Back it
Backing
up!
up.
Well, there goes the gold.
Well,
Oh,
And you know what? I think we're second rate.
we better keep going.
And you know what else? I think someone just joined in without reading the notice I sent down there.
Which is fine, because we're just gonna let that.
Which is fine because we're gonna end it right here, folks.
That's you know what, that is actually fair enough. I think we have shown off quite a bit, but yeah, I'm glad to see that you have been. I'm glad to see that you've been enjoying it after the little recommendation, and yeah, it's.
that was
I
fun.
think it has a lot to it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again for the recommendation, Logan. But with that said,
problem.
folks, that's it for our look at on Marble It Up. Again, you can get it on the Switch or Steam for about $20, and I mean, I think it could use a wee bit more content, but for what it's worth, this is honestly one of the most solid marble-like games you'll ever see in a storefront.
It's a pretty good arcade. It's a pretty good arcade. Like it already has that arcade classic kind of feel, despite being a more recent release.
And this game earns Huey, Dewey, and Louie's seal of approval. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Quack, quack, quack.